Thank you so much for trusting me to read for you. I'm super excited about reading for you. You have the best energy. It's really like sparkling and friendly. I'm really excited to help you get to that because I feel that you have not been in that energy for a while. And so you don't know that that's like your authentic core energy. So we're going to go on a little bit of like an energetic journey and I'm going to help you get back to that. So we're going to be using the Rider-Waite deck, and then we're going to be using the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor, and then, of course, Charms. And we're actually going to start with Charms because I feel that you're really excited about it, and I'm excited about reading for you with them. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this is the little chalkboard I put them on so that I can hold them up to the camera so you can see them. So then the second thing I want to do is shuffle. All right, so you don't look. All right, so I'm gonna kind of hold these up to the camera just so you can kind of see them because I feel like that's kind of the fun part, is seeing them. All right. Also, on this, when I use this camera, if it zooms in, I'll pull you clarifying cards from the tarot deck that I set out. So give me just one moment to kind of look at these, feel the energy, and take some deep breaths. We're going to be together for a little bit of time, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So take a breath. There's nothing to be scared about with anything I show you. As a matter of fact, everything that I show you, I have the intention of helping you in your life find some clarity. So the biggest thing that sticks out to me is that we have the sword right here in the middle. So the sword energy is like in the tarot, and swords are about like reason, they're about communication, they're about words. Sometimes they're about words that can hurt. I feel that you have a friend group because we have the word friend here, and then there's the six die. And I feel that there's multiple people that are involved in this situation. I feel that you are at the center. You are the key. So these people in this friend group, these people in this, it may not be that you're all friends. It could also be that you were coworkers or like school friends. Like there's a reason you're kind of like together. So you have an idea of where you want to go because we have here, it's kind of a little bit difficult to see on the chalkboard. We have the train, and we have that train going the opposite direction of the arrow. So the arrow is going to be pointing you where you want to go. And then we have the train kind of going in the other direction. So I feel like you're kind of torn in two. You're almost like the deciding vote in this. And I feel that there's some parts of both sides that you love or you really care about. Because this piece says, dream, hope, trust, love, dream, hope, trust, love. It's like an infinity loop kind of going over and over and over again. And this quarter, which in the United States is the highest of the coins that we have for value. So you're kind of trying to decide what you want to do with this situation. Now, the camera zoomed in on this rifle here, this gun here. So what I'm doing right now is I am shuffling the tarot cards and seeing if we can, oh, there we go. This one popped right up. Because when it zooms in, it's because your spirit guides want you to have more clarity on that specific thing. So there's part of this that is showing as the reverse Ace of Wands. The energy of the reverse Ace of Wands, it's about delays. It's about some fear of rejection. It's about a little bit of brutality. So there may be even somebody in this group who they don't have the best interest of the group at heart. And you know that. You can kind of, you're very intuitive. Your energy is very open. You're very positive. A lot of this stuff happened or started happening around Christmas or the holidays, when you were having like celebrations. That's what this charm symbolizes for me. So it almost started being like there's some people in this group that want you to pick one way. There's people in the group that want you to pick another way. And this is just causing like huge delays in what you really want to do. This is really making it where you're not moving forward, the group's not moving forward, and it's starting to actually build up some hostilities. Now, I don't believe that there's anyone who's going to be doing like a dangerous situation where they're actually using artillery. I feel that this is more spirit and energetic um, brutalities. I feel like people will be starting to like call each other names, or they are just really up in arms. Like there are people on both sides who feel that they are right, who feel that things should kind of be seen in their viewpoint. And you're not really that kind of person. You don't really choose sides, but everybody's asking you to choose sides. But here's the thing, you're doing an excellent job, and not choosing sides is exactly what you're supposed to be doing. Because if you do start choosing sides, it's going to cost you. And this is financially. So it's going to financially cost you to choose sides. It could cost you by losing customers. I feel there's like people who are watching you. And it's almost like you are like an influencer of some type, and there's two groups that are trying to figure out how to get your almost like vote or your desire for their cause. Basically, they're like, let us have what we want. You are the key to this group. And it's 6 core people. There may even be more people, but there's really like 3 people that want you to do one thing and 3 people that want you to do another. And they're very, very vocal. They're really like telling you how they feel, what they want. And some of them, because of these delays, it's starting to really bother them. And you really do need to keep doing what you're doing. You don't owe anyone a choice. You don't have to make a choice. This is something that these people are basically calling you into their own battle. And I think it's very interesting because we do have 3 weapons on the board. So, like, we have 3 things that are going on in here. And I feel that 3 of those people may have some like dark energy around them that's influencing them. And they don't see the light the way you see the light. So you need to be really, really sure that you are not allowing these people to sway you in any way, shape, or form. You need to keep going forward because ultimately there is something that is connecting all of you, and you're like the leader of it, and you really need to move forward. It kind of has that energy of like, a Facebook group where one person posts something, like you're the Facebook group owner, and then people are fighting and you're trying to like decide what to do. And that may not be the exact situation, but it's that type of energy. It could be like you were the boss and people want you to turn the break room into this or that. There's just some discord around you. And you're in like this protective bubble. Like you're doing a fantastic job of keeping yourself separate from what everyone is feeling in this situation. You're doing a really good job. You have excellent energy. I feel that you take care of your energy and that it's really important to you, which is one of the reasons. See, even Sedona thinks so. Which is one of the reasons why you're kind of like staying back from this, because you do like having this really clean, pure energy that doesn't get bothered by other people's energy. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Rider-Waite cards, and we're going to do the past, present, future of the situation. So I'm going to give this a quick shuffle to put that card back in. Don't forget to be taking a deep breath. Everything will be okay. Everybody who's asking you for opinions and things along those lines, they can wait. They can wait while you figure out what you want to do. You're in charge. So we have past. Hi, Sedona. Present. and future. And then for the cards, if the camera zooms in, I'll also pull some clarifiers with the charms because I feel like the charms are really fun. So the past of this situation is showing as the reverse emperor. So the energy of the reverse emperor is basically about some immaturity problems. Somebody's having some problems with the fact that you are the one who has the power in this situation. They're almost trying to like take over the power that you do have. This is a group that they're basically some of them are talking behind your back. Some of them are trying to discuss and find ways to like take over what you're in charge of. You need to be very firm. And if there are people that you know you need to like remove from the situation and tell them to move on, but you're afraid of hurting feelings, you're afraid of hurting your business, you're afraid, you have fear. It's completely stopping you right now. And it almost feels like you're worried that like, oh, this is a fire that I can't put out. Like this took off a lot faster than I thought it would. I didn't know that I should say something. I thought if I was quiet it would go away. And when I said that, it was 11:11 on the recording as well, so that may be important for you. Sedona also really wants to put in her 2 cents. All right, so for the present energy, we're showing the Nine of Pentacles, which is awesome because the Nine of Pentacles energy is about being self-sufficient. I feel that as you've been going through this process, you've really wanted to kind of like take back what's yours. I feel like you've been kind of commandeered in some of this. It's like being a pirate and having a vessel. Like pirates came aboard your vessel is the odd way of saying what's happening. You've been trying to kind of like say that's not what's going on because you love giving people the benefit of the doubt. You love helping people. You love being this kind, caring person. And some people don't deserve that from you. Not everyone deserves the beautiful soul that you are, the amazing light that you are. And it is okay for you to say, oh, I take back my light from this situation because you're not properly caring for it. It would be like letting someone borrow your car and then they crash it and you say, oh, well, that's okay. No, it's not okay. People have to respect what you're doing. And then in some cases, the person who crashed your car, you're letting them come back in and you're letting them borrow a different car. Like some of your boundaries are a little bit weak on this because you didn't realize that you would need to make boundaries on this. You thought that everyone would kind of conduct themselves in the ethical, moral, beautiful way that you do. And not everyone is like that. And sometimes it's a really disappointing lesson. And it's difficult to learn that about people who you had kind of let in. You allowed them to be in your energy and in your space. So then the future of this situation is showing as the reverse Three of Swords. Now, upright, the Three of Swords is the heartbreak and depression, but when it's reverse, it's about apologies. It's about recovering after losses. And I feel that once you kind of like remove these people who are creating the chaos, it's going to cause the people who kind of like who got caught up in the moment to come forward and be really sorry for the part that they played in it, which is good because there are people that had a part in this and it really hurt your heart. It really hurt your feelings. It caused you some major heartbreak. Wow. You know what else I just realized? That there's 3 swords and there's 3 people and there's 3 energies. And I feel that this is really, really important that you pay attention to that. Also, we have 9, which is divisible by 3, and we have 4. So yeah, you definitely have some energy that's coming in and you're working on healing it. I feel that in this present right now as you're watching this, you're making decisions that are totally changing this to this. We control the future by changing our present. And since you're doing that and you're like, oh yeah, I don't need this. This isn't why I, decided to help people or decided to be involved in this. I can let go of them. Because even if you have a lot of like numbers following you, if you don't have people who have your best interest or, at least the higher good in mind, you're not going to go where you're really wanting to. So then let's go ahead and pull 3 energy cards. These energy cards are going to be useful for like meditation or journaling. They can also be really good like for topics for prayer, any kind of like modality that you use to change the energy. So the first one is, what energy do you want for this situation? What energy do they want? The second one is, focus on this in the situation. And the third one is, release this in the situation. This one jumped up in the air, so that's definitely the one. All right, so the first one is energy you want in the situation, strategy. Exactly. You want to go in here. You are the powerful creator who brought everyone together. And it's okay for you to take back your power. It's okay for you to be like, nope, this is mine, and you have to be respectful. Oh, I'm gonna pull some. Wait, let me shuffle. And then I'll just pull a few clarity ones for this last one. Wow, they really want you to know about this card. This is the one that tells you what you should be releasing. We'll find out in a minute. All right. So then the second one is, focus on this. So these cards can be read. I read these cards as upright all the time. So focus on your third chakra. Archangel Chamuel will want to help you with that. Your third chakra is where you create from. So if your third chakra is not balanced, some of these instances can be being created from your fears. Your fears of people taking over, your fears of not knowing how to be the leader that you need to be for this. So it really is okay for you to, and desired for you by your spirit guides, for you to tap into your third chakra and do some balancing and healing of that chakra. So then the release, this one is showing as attachments. I feel that the reason that you are supposed to be letting go of some of these attachments is going to be clear in here. So we have the word believe, which is almost falling off the board. I feel that you are believing that things will go really bad if you make some changes. And some of the people that, because I believe out of the 3 people, 2 people you need to completely let go of. You need to break attachment from those 2 people. And you know who those 2 people are. This is going to cause you to find love for yourself, to really feel it, because you already do love yourself. You have a really good connection with your higher self and your inner self. Okay, so the thing that it kind of like zoomed in on was the word when. Let me pull a tarot card about that. What do we need to know about the word when? So it's showing up as the 9 of Swords. So the 9 of Swords is about nightmares and heartbreak. Like, this thing is keeping you up at night. This situation is really like almost torturing you. And it's been going on for a while because this is the December charm. So I feel like it started around December. There was some kind of like topic that was really heated for this group that you're in. So it's time for you to work on healing some of this. And you're going to have to like bear with, this is a bear. It's probably hard to see. You're going to like have to bear with the changes that need to happen. It's not going to happen quickly. So I really feel also that you need to work on balancing your root chakra. This is the charm for the root chakra. It was up, sitting up. So at least it wasn't, sometimes it'll land like on its head, like you're unbalanced. But you're really working on yourself and you're doing a great job. And this car, when it's yellow, it makes me feel that the path that you're going down is happy. And you need to just let it happen and be sweet and be cool, because you are those things. Like, you started this whole group with this person, with these people, because you're cool, because you wanted to be an encouragement, and you've kind of gotten attached to some of the people in the group. And the people in the group that are not benefiting the group, you need to let go of them from the aspect of the group. You could make a choice if you want to still be in their lives, but there are some energetic vampires that have attached themselves to the situation. So you're really going to want to look through and see what you should do in this particular case. But I definitely feel that you have already heard through your spirit guides what you want, or what they would like you to do for you to be able to get to your best and highest path. So thank you so much for trusting me to read for you, and I look forward to reading for you again.